Have you ever noticed it? That pull, that subtle tension between wanting someone and feeling like they're just out of reach. Maybe you felt it yourself. You've seen a man drawn to a woman who doesn't immediately give everything. The woman who waits, who hesitates, who doesn't rush. And somehow, that hesitation makes him chase harder. But why? What is it about someone holding back that ignites desire so powerfully? It isn't magic. It isn't manipulation. It's deep psychology, rooted in human longing, attachment, and the unspoken dance of connection. When someone holds back, it triggers something inside him: curiosity, fascination, even admiration. Because in that space of pause, uncertainty blooms, and desire finds room to grow. Maybe you've been there, waiting for a text he hasn't sent yet, wondering why the silence hurts so much. Maybe he rereads your messages, smiles at nothing, or feels that familiar ache in his chest when you don't respond immediately. That's not coincidence. That's human nature. That's the mind responding to what it can't fully grasp, the heart chasing what it can't entirely hold. Holding back isn't about playing games. It's about creating space for attraction to deepen, for emotions to mature, for the chase to awaken the dormant curiosity that gets buried when everything is given too soon. And men, in particular, are wired to respond to this subtle dance. Think about it. When everything is easily available, it loses its mystery. It loses its excitement. But when someone holds back, even just a little, they become unpredictable. They become magnetic. That pause, that hesitation, signals self-respect, confidence, and depth, qualities that make him lean in, chase harder, and value the connection more deeply. It's not manipulation. It's human psychology. And understanding this can transform the way you see relationships, attraction, and the delicate balance between giving and holding. Let's explore this deeper. Let's look at the invisible strings that pull, the hidden triggers that make him chase when you hold back, and why this dynamic is so powerful. First, there's the psychological layer, the thrill of uncertainty. Men, like all humans, crave certainty, yet they are drawn to what challenges them. When a woman holds back, she creates a puzzle. That puzzle excites him because it awakens his problem-solving instinct, the desire to understand, to connect, to unlock what seems temporarily out of reach. Maybe he texts you, waits for a reply, and your silence makes him pause, think, reflect. That pause isn't emptiness. It's meaningful absence. It's a blank canvas for him to project desire, admiration, and curiosity. When he can't have immediate access, his brain begins to value the interaction more. It begins to crave it. And there's another hidden factor: emotional depth. Women who hold back signal that they have boundaries, that they respect themselves, that they aren't available to just anyone. And men notice this. On a subconscious level, it communicates that she is discerning, aware, and emotionally intelligent. That awareness is magnetic because it promises a relationship with someone who is self-contained, confident, and real, not someone who gives everything away without thought. You might have witnessed it. The man who notices subtle cues, who hangs on a word, a smile, a glance. He chases because the woman is not fully available. And in that he sees her value, her essence, her independence. That's what keeps him coming back over and over. Then there's the emotional storytelling that fuels this dynamic. Picture her. She's sitting on her couch, phone in hand, not texting immediately. Maybe she's reading a message from him, considering her response. She waits. She breathes. She doesn't rush. And somewhere he notices, somewhere he feels the pull of that pause. He starts thinking about her, replaying moments, wondering what she's doing, what she's feeling, why she hasn't reached out yet. That small act of holding back creates 1,000 mental echoes in him, each one reinforcing desire. And it's not just about the chase. It's about emotional layering, the hurt, the longing, the confusion. He feels a mix of excitement and anxiety, attraction and tension. That emotional cocktail intensifies connection because it mirrors the rhythms of life, the highs and lows, the pushes and pulls, the uncertainty that makes love and attraction so intoxicating. When someone ignores you, It isn't rejection. It's communication. It's a statement. I am not fully available. I am a person with my own rhythm, my own life, my own worth. That subtle message triggers something primal. It awakens curiosity. It awakens desire. And it awakens a longing to know her fully, to be seen by her, to earn her attention, to be valued. You see, humans are wired for stories. And every small act of holding back creates a narrative in his mind, a story of worth, of challenge, of potential connection. He imagines who she is, what she's thinking, what it would feel like to be truly close to her. And that imagination, that emotional investment, is far more potent than immediate availability ever could be. Holding back also taps into the principle of scarcity, but in an emotionally subtle way. It isn't about manipulation or control. It's about self-respect and pacing. When someone is too readily available, the brain unconsciously assigns lower value. But when boundaries are clear, when pauses exist, when she holds something back, suddenly the interaction is precious. It is desired, and desire fuels pursuit. There's also an unspoken rhythm, push and pull, give and withhold. Attraction thrives in balance. If everything is given too quickly, the thrill fades. But if she holds back just enough, not too much, he feels the tension, the potential, the excitement. And that makes him chase with genuine emotion. Maybe you felt it in a simple exchange, a late-night text, a delayed reply, a thoughtful pause. That pause becomes a seed. That seed grows into reflection, longing, and anticipation. He starts valuing your presence more, appreciating your mind, your choices, your individuality. He chases because he senses depth, because he senses that connection isn't guaranteed, and in that uncertainty, he finds meaning. It's essential to understand. This isn't about playing hard to get. It's about creating space for attraction to breathe. It's about being a woman with agency, who isn't defined by immediate response or overavailability. Men chase what they perceive as real, meaningful, and slightly elusive, because it feels earned, valued, and exciting. And let's be honest, desire isn't logical. It doesn't follow rules. It reacts to subtle cues, pauses, boundaries, and the intangible presence of someone who is not fully given. When a woman holds back with intention and authenticity, she becomes magnetic without trying. She doesn't need to explain, justify, or convince. Her energy, her boundaries, her self-respect communicate in ways words cannot. Picture him again. He's thinking about the last conversation, the last laugh, the way she paused before answering. That moment lingers. It sticks. He can't help but come back, to try again, to engage more deeply. And every time she holds herself with quiet confidence, every time she doesn't give everything at once, she reinforces a magnetic loop, one that keeps him chasing, learning, growing, and appreciating more. And here's the final truth. Holding back isn't about denying love or connection. It's about honoring yourself, your value, your pace. It's about allowing attraction to deepen naturally rather than forcing it. When you respect your own rhythm, men respond. They chase. They admire. They value. They connect in a way that immediate availability never produces. It's a dance of energy, subtle yet powerful. It's the unspoken language of desire. And when done authentically, it creates a connection that is meaningful, lasting, and emotionally charged. So, the next time you hesitate before replying, pause before engaging, or take your time to respond, understand this. You are not playing games. You are honoring your essence. And in that honoring, you awaken desire, curiosity, and connection in ways that words alone never could. Sometimes the silence between messages, the pause between calls, the gentle holding back of yourself teaches him more than immediate attention ever could. It communicates worth, depth, and self-respect. It ignites pursuit not out of need, but out of genuine admiration and desire. Remember, desire is fueled by mystery, by space, by the subtle art of not revealing everything at once. When you hold back with authenticity, you become magnetic. You invite him to see you, to earn you, to value you. And that is why men chase women who hold back in this way. They chase not because they are manipulative, not because they are shallow, but because they recognize depth. They recognize authenticity. They recognize the spark that only comes when something or someone is worthy of pursuit. So, hold your space. Respect your rhythm. Trust in your worth. Let desire grow naturally. Let curiosity awaken. Let connection deepen. And watch how he chases, not out of need, but out of genuine attraction, respect, and admiration for the woman you truly are. Bottom of form.